Good morning guys, welcome to my garden. Today's going to be a very interesting video. I'm going to have notes because otherwise you would laugh at me, and although I love comedy as much as the next person, this is trying to be serious. So today's video is all about houseplant names that I can't remember. I don't know about you, but especially on the internet you see a plant that you really like, oh my word, this is so beautiful, I have to get this. And if you do end up getting it, if you're lucky enough to get the plant and it ends up in your home, you put it in another pot and you don't keep the label on it. Even if you're at a nursery and you buy a pot, you don't keep the label on it, and then next thing you've forgotten the plant's name. And then every time you walk past the plant you feel extremely guilty. This is me all over. So today I've selected 5 plants whose names I can never remember. Only 5, otherwise we would be here forever. They are all plants that I have, so hopefully this will be a good kick up the bum to actually start remembering them. Yeah, so let's start. Okay, so I'm going to start with the big ones first. Okay, so this one, let's see if you know the plant names before I tell you. Okay, there are 2 plants in here. The one I'm talking about is this one on the left. Look how pretty that is. It's a beautiful plant. Look how big it is. Woo! I love big leaves. Okay, and I can't deny. Okay, this plant, the only things I remember are Japan. Okay, its name is got to do with Japan, so I remember Japan, and I remember the word fat, and then I stumble and bumble around like a lost fart trying to remember the name. So it took me forever now to Google and to actually find the name properly. So the actual name is Japonica. Now, I didn't know that Fatsia is a higher classification. I had no idea that existed, but apparently it does. So, Fatsia, fat, and Japonica, Japan. It actually originates from Japan. Go figure. I don't know why it's such a difficult name for me. Maybe I've got to make a rhyme up about how there aren't that many fat people in Japan and Ika, I don't know. Harmonica in Japan. Fat people play the harmonica in Japan. I don't know. Fatsia Japonica. Okay, I've got it now. I think I've got it. That's what this is. This is a variegated version though, which I weirdly stumbled upon in the most randomest of nurseries. And these days everybody's crazy about variegation, so I was like, let me hop on this train. Full steam ahead. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this one. It is relatively new. Let's hope we remember the name. Okay, then let me just put this down. Okay, the next one is also really big. I got it specifically because of its big leaves. I saw it on Hukum's Instagram page and I was just like, I want this, it's got big leaves. My other brothers can't deny when a girl walks in with the itty bitty waist and a great big leaf right in your face. Okay, this guy, see if you know what this is. Okay, today I know what the name is because I went and looked back at my messages 100 times, and the other day when I had my plant friends over, I was like, oh my god, I hope they don't ask me any plant names that I don't remember what the plant names are, because then I look like an idiot who's got these plants who doesn't know what they are. But let me get my notepad out just in case I get it wrong. Okay, the first part I know is the Anthurium. Okay, the second part is Balaoanium. Balaoanium. Okay, it doesn't sound that hard. Balaoanium. Anthurium balaoanium. But you would be surprised, okay, what goes in and what goes out. I'm kind of deciding, second guessing whether or not this is a bad idea to do a video on what I don't know. But this is it, guys. This is me. So this plant I'm absolutely in love with. My Anthurium balaoanium. I find if you say the word often enough, it'll stick. So for example, look how big the leaves are. Do you know what is a pity? This is a new leaf, and it unrolled, it unfurled, and it already had 2 holes in it. I wonder why it does that. If you know why some leaves unfurl with holes in them already, I would love to know. But this guy has been pretty happy with me. He's given me 2 new leaves. There is a 3rd one here on the way, and you can't see it, but right amongst the roots, let's see if I can show you. Do you see that little tiny green thing coming up there? That looks like a new stem, which I'm super excited about. So that is Anthurium balaoanium. Oh, look how fast I said it. They say when you meet someone and you are scared you're going to forget their name, you have to say it as often as possible. Hi Steve, how are you Steve? Nice to meet you Steve. Steve, where do you live Steve? Oh Steve, I see that you have the same hobbies as I do Steve. Steve, that's so interesting. Okay, bye Steve. By the end of the day, you should remember the name Steve. But I am terrible with names. People who say, oh my word, I'm so terrible with names, they give me a bad name because they pretend they're bad at names, but then I'm really bad at names. But I just tell people, like, don't get offended. I will forget your name 3 times, but I will constantly ask you, and I will constantly say sorry. And funny enough, it's the easier names that I have trouble with. Okay. Now, I went on a bit of a Cletus headhunt the other day, and I bought about 5 Cletus at once, and that is a problem because you get the names mixed up. And I think it was Suburban Jungle House on Instagram who asked me, Saffron, what is that plant? What is that Cletus name? And I was like, I've got to now go search for this because I don't actually remember. I do remember now. Well, let me just double check though, because what I can tell you, which I kept thinking it was, is it is not a beauty star. It is not an eternal flame. It is a Cletus flame star. Okay, whoever got to name Cletus, you know, hail your creative process, because I mean, you really do mix it up. I don't know how I'm going to learn the difference between a beauty star and a flame star and an eternal flame. Like, just the names go a bit crazy. I just gotta remember that this one that I have is a flame star. It is not that maroon on the back. It is, you can still, it's not that deep maroon on the back. You can still see the markings. It is quite bushy. But yeah, like, it's an easy name. It should be an easy name. I'm hoping after I've done this video it sticks like glue. So let's just pretend for now that I will remember it. Flame star, flame star, flame star. What kind of a star are you? You're a flame star. Okay. Then the last one I have for you today, is it the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, okay, it's almost the last one, but I just forgot to get the last one. Let me just go get it quickly. Okay, I'm back. So the next one, they both have to do with Monsteras. The next one I got at a plant swap from Red Hot Jungle. How beautiful is that? So I know the first part. The first part is a Monstera. Okay? Monstera is the first plant name we all learn if we're plant fanatics, because we all fall in love with Monstera deliciosa. This recently just gave me a new leaf, which is this little shiny, well, they're all shiny, aren't they? That's a little small green leaf there, very beautiful. So this is a Monstera. Okay, okay. Carstenianum. Carstinianum. Carstinianum, okay? I don't remember that. Okay, if your name was Carstinianum, I would have difficulty remembering your name. What I do remember is car, and I remember that it's not with a C, it's with a K. So I Google, whenever I try and remember the name of this plant, I Google Monstera car, and then it autofills in the rest. So I've never bothered to look at the rest. So I just call it a Monstera car, which is not very helpful. I'm sure botanists around the world are busy rolling around in their grave because, Saffron, how could you do this? It is a Monstera carstinianum. It's quite a rare Monstera. It's from Venezuela. Oh my god. Venezuela. Guys, I swear I know how to pronounce it, okay? Venezuela. Okay. Cut. Venezuela. Okay? Venezuela. I promise, guys, I studied political science and I know my geography. I know how to pronounce Venezuela, okay? I looked down at my notes and I was like, what is this word? Please forgive me, okay? All my old colleagues, forgive me if you saw me mispronouncing a country name, okay? That is so embarrassing. Monstera car. Stinianum, okay? It's from Venezuela. It is quite rare, but apparently quite easy to propagate. And it apparently gives off a beautiful white flower. I don't know if mine will ever do that. Has yours ever done that? Are you a pro at looking after them? Let me know. So I must say this is one of my favorite plants. It's a bit embarrassing that I don't know its full name. I think it's like when you are romantically in love with somebody, you will try to remember their full name. You won't just call them by their short name because you can't remember their full name. So I will try to do so. I'm so sorry. Monstera carstinianum. Got it, nailed it. Okay. Next up is, this is the one that I almost forgot. You will know, you will recognize it, okay? Don't give me that, how could you forget what it is, okay? It's not a Monstera, but people call it a mini Monstera, okay? Common name for it. The full name, I'm gonna look down because, Rafi de Fora, okay? Do you know how many P's are in that word, okay? One, okay, there are only two. Okay, do you know how many H's are in that word? 3 people, there are 3 H's. Who has a name with 3 H's in them? That is too many H's. 3 H's and 2 P's. No. No, you must see yourself out the door. Who named you? Okay, Rafi de Fora. Okay, I can get used to that. Think about Raphael, tennis player, Rafi de Fora. Rafi do. Okay, Rafi do, Rafi do Fora. Rafi do Fora for you. What for you? Okay, Rafi de Fora. Tetrasperma. Rafi de Fora tetrasperma. Guys, I mean, if you're gonna name such a beautiful plant, I guess, you know, you've got to remember it. Rafi de Fora tetrasperma. I think the tetrasperma I'm okay with. It's the Rafi de Fora that is going to take some time. But that's what one does for the love of plants. Like, I was just talking to someone today and they're going to possibly study botany, and they're from a very young age know that they are into plants. I'm like, you are so lucky. If you end up like me at the age of 31, where I'm like, yay, plants! What's that called? It's a long way from knowing family names to species names to variety names, it's a lot to take in. So if you're battling like me, please don't give up. There's so much you can do about it, even if you have to label your plant and say hello to it every time you walk past it. But Rafi de Fora, Tetosperma, I will remember you, okay? You are worthy. You are worthy. And with that, I say adieu. Thank you so much for staying tuned and watching me mispronounce some of our favorite plants. And I hope to see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.